More Pokemon stuff? Yes, because my brother gave me this idea and said I should make a video about this topic because my brother can't draw or edit to save his life, so as the creative child that I am, I did a few things. Mostly about the topic of fixing some Pokemon with genders and split evolutions, because that's always fun. No, seriously, sometimes Pokemon does things right and does things wrong, and the thing they did right back in Gen 4 were gender differences. And split evolutions. Well, really mainly one, Gallade, but you get what I mean. So I'm calling this Pokemon Creations because I'm making a few new Pokemon or gender differences that are really annoying to me or some people because you'd think they would fix or do something about it by now, but yeah, Game Freak hasn't. So this is the next best thing. So the first Pokemon we are going to be looking at is the Pokemon that started this topic, Dragonite. Dragonair? Okay, let me explain this. When you train a Dratini and see it evolve into this majestic blue Dragonair, you're excited. And then further down your adventure, you see it's evolving once again. And then, poof! Dragonite, a derpy dragon with very small wings. Now, I got nothing against Dragonite, but come on! You kinda expect this majestic Dragonair to evolve into a bigger, bluer, majestic dragon-type Pokemon, right? But then somehow we ended up with Dragonite. So how do we fix this? Give it a split evolution with a water stone! Originally, I wanted it to be a gender split evolution where only the females could become this new evolution I came up with, but I thought it would be better if it's either or, just because it's better. But if you think it's better like I had it before, it's your call. But this is the evolution of Dragonair I came up with. Yes, I know I used Dragonair as a base, but that's because in my mind I wanted to keep the serpent-like feel Dratini and Dragonair have. Besides that, I also gave it some scale things along its back, and have an alternate pattern of blue. At the end of its tail are 3 orbs instead of 2, and now 2 instead of 1 under its head. But on its head is something similar to Dragonite's little antenna things, and I thought it would be a nice little touch, so it looks like a relative to Dragonite. I have no name for this Pokemon I made, but here's a shiny version of it. Enjoy. Next up is a Pokemon that has been bothering me since I played Gen 5, and that's Sawsbuck. For the love of Ra, this is the form both male and female deerling take upon evolving. We all know they are based on deers in real life, and in real life, female deers don't grow antlers. This really bothers me. It's the most simplest thing in the world to remember. Even in Japan, there is a place where you can feed wild deer some nice, tasty crackers. I really don't get why there wasn't a major gender difference with this one, kinda along the lines of Pyroar. But that's why being artistic has its benefits. And it resulted in this. Yeah, I can't draw animals well. I'm sure you guys know. But this is the result of looking at a few photos of female deers and taking a few things from the original Sawsbuck artwork. Yeah, the pose is kind of the same, but it's just because I was looking at it at the same time. So no antlers for this Pokemon, but they have a nice little fur collar thing around their neck that changes during the seasons. Even the spots and its tail will change color during the seasons like its counterpart in Dealings. Not really much you could do since, well, it's a deer Pokemon. But here's a shiny version. While not sticking to its counterpart shiny, it turns kind of golden with purple fur for spring. No, I didn't do the other seasons because my arms hurt after editing this other Pokemon we are looking at, which is a Gen 7 Pokemon. Because somehow, this is a full generation with no gender differences for any Pokemon. That is surprising because since the introduction of those differences, a few Pokemon from each generation has gotten them. Even the trollish one with Torchic, with the one tiny fucking pixel on its back sprite that says, "I'm a boy." Anyway, we are looking at Lurantis. Lurantis is one of those Pokemon you think will be an all-female Pokemon, but then you realize it's a 50-50 shot. So I thought I'd take a shot at it. So this is Lurantis normally, and here's Lurantis as a male. I shrunk the little flower star thing in the back for the male, removed the petal-like things on the sides of his face, and gave it one little petal on its head. I gave it this petal because it kind of reminds me of a samurai, and its large petals on its hands are kind of like blades, so I thought it would fit nicely. I also shortened this little waistcoat thing it had going on. Then my brother told me to darken the red a bit, and it ended up looking like this. So here's 2 versions of it. Now here's the normal shiny version. And the shiny version I like better. You know what's fun to make? A new evolution. This has nothing to do with gender, but it is a split evolution for Eevee that hasn't been made official yet, so I decided to try something. So here's one I came up with along with its shiny. I guess I was thinking clouds, kinda like Altaria for the Eevee, but I also didn't want to give it wings. Yeah, flying types are supposed to fly, but... Life is gonna curse me for saying this, but Hawlucha is known for not being able to fly, but is still a flying type, so... Wingless evolution. I think it's cute. Tell me what you think. And the last one is a tiny little thing about Gen 7 with its non-gender differences. It's a little Raichu. And fixed. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making these Pokemon, and if you want me to do this again, leave ideas below. If you want to see more of what I do, check out my channel. I have a bunch of covers. I am also doing Fire Emblem theories, and on occasion I do upload Splatoon videos. However, if you want to support what I do, there's a link to my Patreon since I now no longer have access to monetization because I don't fit YouTube's new stupid changes. You will get access to a Discord channel I have set up called The Stage where you can submit ideas for various things or help with theories and talk with me for at least $1. So with that, I'll see you next time.